This show is sponsored by MidasResources.com, your trusted source for precious metals since 1996. Call Midas today at 1-800-686-2237.
Good morning. Greetings, friends. What is up? Welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis, and while some folks may call that healing system a miracle, it really is no miracle at all. It is simply the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls on The Bright Side at 855-660-4261. That's your Bright Side phone number, 855-660-4261. If you have questions about the longevity products, formulations, ingredients, skincare, health challenges, whatever, 855-660-4261. And of course, if you want to contribute to the conversation or share a success story, we especially love success stories, 855-660-4261 is your Bright Side call-in phone number. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products that you hear us recommend or advertise on the program, you can either call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask them about the Beyond Tangy Tangerine multivitamin mineral complex powder. You add to water and drink. I'm going to be doing a talk on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine today in Denver. If you're in the Denver area, there's a big longevity training seminar going on at the Hilton, downtown Hilton in Denver. So if you're in the Denver area, love to see you out there. Actually, you know what? It's sold out now that I think about it. So if you don't have tickets yet, well, maybe they'll let you in. In any case, I'll be doing a talk on the BTT, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0. I love this stuff. I've loved it since it was just regular Tangy Tangerine. Even before the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, now, of course, there's BTT 2.0. It tastes great. It's a wonderful source of the water-soluble nutrients that we lose when we urinate. If you're not replacing those water-soluble nutrients, you guys, the B vitamins, vitamin C, and the electrolytes, you're running a serious risk of degenerative diseases, a serious risk of breakdown in the body. These water-soluble nutrients are especially important for energy for the heart, energy for the brain, energy for the nervous system, energy for the skin, energy for everything. And if you're not replacing those water-soluble nutrients, every time you go to the bathroom, every time you urinate, you're losing your precious energy-providing electrolytes and energy-providing B vitamins. That's why it's so darn important to make sure you're replacing them throughout the day, sipping on the BTT all day long. It's only $50 a canister, and it tastes great. It's great in your smoothies. It'll sweeten and flavor your smoothies. You can make pops, freezer pops with it. You can put it in your vodka, make yourself a nice healthy vodka drink, if there's such a thing. It tastes great, too, in vodka. I know. I use it in my vodka, actually. Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Anyway, you can find out all about it by calling the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470, or you can click on the pull-down menu at brightsideben.com. You can also click on the Join the Team link if you want to start a longevity business and join me in my mission to educate the world about the importance of nutritional supplementation. All right. Thanks for joining us on the Bright Side. Once again, we're going to continue talking about connective tissue. We take a little bit of a different take on it here here. I want to just finish up with the skin, first of all. One of the biggest problems we have with skincare is we don't distinguish the surface tissue from the connective tissue. The surface of the skin is only about as thick as a piece of notebook paper. The bulk of the skin underneath, the connective tissue area, is about 10 times as big or 9 times as big as the very tippy top surface. But when we treat our skin, when we want to get rid of our wrinkles or take care of our zits or cysts or whatever skin condition we may have, typically we only address the surface. We don't address the bottom, the connective tissue. But there are things that we can do to the surface that will indeed address the connective tissue and actually beef it up, make it more robust and thick. This is how alpha hydroxy acids work. Alpha hydroxy acids exert their well-known, well-researched, in the literature anyway, there's tons of stuff about alpha hydroxy acids for the skin. We've known about the importance for alpha hydroxy acids for the skin since the 1930s, 1940s, even in 1950s and 1960s. A lot of papers came out on how important alpha hydroxy acids were for beefing up connective tissue, putting it on the surface, but really getting connective tissue effects. By disrupting the surface, by disrupting skin cells on the surface, we can initiate connective tissue changes. This is so important, and in my opinion, everyone past the age of 30 or maybe 35 should be using an alpha hydroxy acid exfoliator once or twice a week. Glycolic acid is great. Lactic acid can work. You can use grape juice. You can use lemon juice. You can use milk, which has lactic acid in it. You can use wine. Get your Vitamix out, or get a Vitamix. Blend up an entire lemon. Just throw a lemon in with some water, including the seeds and the peels, the whole thing. The seeds and the peels are extremely good for your skin, very medicinal. And then the alpha hydroxy acids in the lemon can help stimulate connective tissue growth, stimulate collagen and all the juicy sugars that are located in the connective tissue, the polysaccharides. You could throw in a little honey. Honey's a good source of enzymes and B vitamins and lactic acid if you want to go all out. You can throw in some turmeric too. Throw in some aloe vera. Throw in a bit of meat tenderizer. Some what do they call that stuff? That papaya meat tenderizer, accent meat tenderizer. We used to use that on jellyfish stings when I was a kid. But that same kind of meat tenderizer will help exfoliate and soften the stratum corneum. You do it once or twice a month. You get a nice exfoliating effect and a nice collagen stimulating effect. When we think about aging, the saggy, loose look of elderly skin, what we're looking at, folks, is connective tissue breakdown and not enough build up. And by the way, this connective tissue breakdown that's occurring in the skin is also occurring in your blood vessels, because your blood vessels are made up of connective tissue. It's also occurring in your bone, because your bone is connective tissue. Connective tissue breaks down as a unit. So if you're getting wrinkles, your blood vessels are getting wrinkles too, and your bone is getting wrinkles too, and the fascia, the connective tissue that's wrapped around all of your organs, is getting wrinkles too. So you want to treat your wrinkles and your fine lines as your crow's feet, as not an enemy, but as your best friend, because it's pointing you to a connective tissue breakdown that could be shortening your life. And by the way, it's not just build up and break down when it comes to connective tissue defects. There's also diseases that can result in a connective tissue breakdown. It's not just aging. It's not just a deficiency in build up. It could be some kind of autoimmune disease. Connective tissue diseases often involve some kind of autoimmunity. Connective tissue is protein. And when the immune system becomes sensitized to a food protein, when it becomes sensitized to soy protein or to milk protein or to egg protein or whatever kind of protein it's become sensitized to, you run higher risks for an autoimmune disease of the connective tissue. Connective tissue protein looks like soy protein. It looks like bean protein. Connective tissue to the immune system, connective tissue protein is very similar to food protein. So when the immune system becomes sensitized to a specific food protein, it can also become sensitized to connective tissue proteins as well. Autoimmune diseases of the connective tissue, and all autoimmune disease really, need to be first and foremost addressed as food issues and as digestive issues. Simply fasting for a day or two is enough for you to notice improvement in connective tissue autoimmune disease or any connective tissue symptoms, pain, inflammation, and such. So blood vessels, too. That's also connective tissue. If you want to focus on one body system for anti-aging the circulatory system, or anti-aging the connective tissue, I should say, it's the circulatory system. Focus on circulation. Focus on blood. Focus on lymph, too. Lymph is super important. We don't talk about lymph anywhere near enough. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. Our number is 855-660-4261. We'll be back right after this.
So you've been listening to Pharmacist Ben and Dr. Wallach for a long time now, and you're wondering if longevity really works. Hi, my name is Adam. I'm an employee at GCN, and I've been using longevity products for over 2 years now. Call me today to hear my story at 612-695-5982. You too can lose weight, experience increased energy, and feel better about yourself and the future of your family. Call today, 612-695-5982. That's 612-695-5982.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it led back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Mike Stenerson from Midas Resources. At no time in history have precious metals been more important, certainly not in my 22 years in the industry. The dollar has lost over 90% of its value in the last 60 years. No fiat currency has ever survived the government printing presses. Ours is not immune. The time is now to be proactive. 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Anything tied to the dollar is at risk. CDs, annuities, 401ks, IRAs, stocks, bonds, you name it, so decide. Do you want to leave a legacy of wealth or debt for your family? The choice is yours. Call me at 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Be proactive, not reactive. Call 1-800-686-2237, extension 116.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right, that's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GCN.
All right, we're back. On the bright side, thank you for being here. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. You'll find a shopping cart at brightsideben.com, as well as a Join the Team link that you can click on if you want to start a longevity business and make some money selling longevity products. There's a big longevity training seminar in Denver this evening, starting at 4 o'clock. I'm going to be there doing a talk on the BTT. If you're in the Denver area, the seminar's sold out, but you may be able to get in if you just come by and tell them Pharmacist Ben sent you. I don't know if that'll work.